A line from poet سهراب سپهری says چشمها را باید شست طور دیگر باید دید. He's one of the modern Persian poets, lived early last century. Look at this map of the world. This is January the 2nd, 2015. Look at all the divisions. See these borders and how we have segregated ourselves from one another. That poem in short says we need to cleanse our eyes. We need to see anew. We need to cleanse our ears and hearts. It seems as if our imagination is anchored, maybe chained to the deep, muddy waters and mental map of the 17th century. That's when people were slaughtering each other left and right, and we came up with the idea of nation state and total sovereignty of a nation state. I think we need to imagine anew, to take full advantage of the potential of humanity. We need a common language while we preserve and cherish our first languages. Okay, I'm putting emphasis again. We need a common language while we preserve and cherish and keep alive our first languages. Over the centuries, in different parts of the world, and in some places small areas, in some places larger areas, Greek, Latin, Arabic, Persian, French, and English were the link languages. Now, they might have been just linking a few of the elites of a certain region of this planet. Now, those elites being those who had the power, those who ran the churches or religious establishments. But there was that idea of common link language. I believe now the language spoken in America is a great candidate to be this link language for the whole world. Why? Why this language spoken in America? America, especially after 1960s, mid-1960s, with the immigration reform, became a home to people from all walks of life, all parts of this planet, all backgrounds, all races, all ethnicities, all religions. The language evolved from English language of barons and lords and religious authorities to the language of John Woolman, Roger Williams, Thomas Paine, and other Quaker abolitionists, Frederick Douglass, Henry David Thoreau, Emerson, Bronson Alcott, all those women abolitionists, William Lloyd Garrison, language of Abraham Lincoln, greatest president America has ever seen and will ever see. Then it became a language of reformers, a language of people who wanted to stand up to what was they considered tyranny, and rightly so. Language of all the people, all the beautiful people that were involved in the civil rights movement. People like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and other leaders of that movement. They were like the conductors in that beautiful symphony, a symphony that had thousands that had struggled over the years. And many more, thousands more, many more than thousands have sacrificed to make this language of resistance against tyranny and one of love towards neighbor. Our neighbors are no longer the 2-3 houses adjacent to our house, or the countries bordering our country. The whole planet, with all the countries in it, is our beautiful neighborhood now. It is ultimate blindness to the beauty of life on this planet if we stay hard-hearted and tribal and stuck in the 17th century mentality. This is one artist's rendition of it, the Tower of Babel. Tower of Babel. In that story, humanity was dispersed all over and began to speak many languages. I think we need to speak and keep alive our first and second languages. But I think we need a common language to sing the hymn to the Creator of the universe, for allowing us to be present on this beautiful planet. It's a womb to life. Everything that we need is here to sustain us, to sing that song of happiness and praise, and to help our fellow man to live up to their potential, and to be kind to other sentient beings. Over this past year, I've read many articles, read many books, listened to a lot of conversation on bilingualism, learning a second language, what's a good language, you name it, everything in that category. I checked out some books out of the library. These were just books that were there, some titles of some of these books that I've looked at in the past. Just kind of give you an idea of the argument or the views that people have on language, linguistics. There are many more that I looked at in the OU library. Quite a few informative books. And something that different languages will come and go as lingua franca. Some don't. That's not the point that I'm concerned about. I do think that we should be wise enough that based on our love and understanding, we should adopt this language. And I put the word adopt. It's not something that's forced upon people. It's a language that we understand to be able to share our gifts and talents with one another and better whole of life on this planet for now and for generations to come. That we need to adopt this common language. And I think ages 3 to 4 up to 9 are a great window to start it. I think sciences need to all be taught in this language. So I don't think physics and chemistry and mathematics and biology and all of those, I don't think mind being taught in one language or the other. But that's just some observations that I'm making, and I'm bringing this up while I'm talking with you, and you're saying, well, Dad, you're telling me learn Farsi. Yes, because I think we should keep our first languages, even for people who speak two languages, keep those alive and adopt this common language. Language gives you another huge window to an ecology, to a new way of seeing things. And that's a blessing. And it should be encouraged. We should all be encouraged to learn a second or third language. Anyways, let's learn a few words. Zaban, language. Keshvar, country. Ustan, province. Shahr, city. Zaban, کشور